All right, welcome back to Mini Build Monday, episode 29. We are going to be building an air temple today. I'm taking my inspiration from Avatar: The Last Airbender, specifically the Southern Air Temple. I know in the show it's pretty barren, it's kind of snowy and rocky, but they do show it lush and full of life when the air temple was inhabited. So I'm going to kind of base it on that because I think it looks prettier. And I think that'll be more fun to build. Yeah. Last week we built a Viking ship for episode 28. Please check that out. And as always, send me more comments if you have ideas for the next one. Let's talk a little bit about my plans. So, we've got our palette here. Got stone, andesite, cobble. These are going to be building up kind of mountains around and the actual mountain the temple sits on. Got some mangrove leaves and some oak leaves. These are just to add some lushness to it. We'll see how that works. I have to play with that. I might need to use smaller bits of green, and actually I should probably use some grass too. Oh, let's throw that in there. Grass. Boom. All right. For the buildings, we're going to use quartz, smooth quartz, most likely. I might play around with the bricks. We'll see. We've got warped wood for our roofs. We're going to use some bamboo trapdoors and fences to add little details to these structures. Yeah, and there are a lot of pathways, and they look like the same material that the building's made out of, so I'll probably use quartz for that too. Might end up using like a smooth stone block or something like that, or just stone. We'll have to play with that. Yeah. So it's going to be a little tough to build this, just because we only have 25 by 25 plot, and we're going to be building a whole temple, it's pretty much a mini city. Yeah, and we got to build some mountains on the side. So I think the way it's going to work out, I'm going to have like a somewhat big mountain. I'll put some mountains around the outside. It will be really small scale, so just prepare yourself. Anyway, I'm going to get to building. See you in a little bit. All right, we're all finished building. Let's see the final product. Boom. Here's our air temple. I'll fly around quickly. Yeah. So this is a lot of fun to build. It took me longer than I expected, but I don't mind. Yeah, so let's talk about some of the details. So for the actual temple structure, the references I was looking at didn't really have any windows. Like there was tiny windows, but nothing that would be to this scale. But I kind of thought it didn't look great, just plain quartz. So I added some makeshift windows with the fences. I think my least favorite part of this build is these 2x2 towers. This one and this one. They're just kind of odd looking, and they didn't look good with no overhang. Like, see how these buildings have no overhang on the roof, but they also don't look great with a full block overhang, whereas this looks a lot better. Yeah. I was a little worried about the mountains and whatnot. They were pretty gross looking, but once I added some moss blocks and some mangrove leaves and some oak leaves, it looks a lot better, and it looks a lot like the pictures. I'm pretty happy with that. I definitely could have added some more things, but I think that does the job. I also decided to add some of those on this because I realized, this little mountain here is also going to have similar vegetation to the rest of the mountains. I added some fog, so there's, I think, 8 layers of glass here with a light source at the bottom. And I kind of just brought all the mountains down pretty far down there. But that gives the effect that this is really high up, because it is. I mean, there's clouds, there's fog. So, yeah. It was really hard to build some of these small buildings. So I kind of did my best. Like, I mean, these are supposed to be windows. They don't really always look the best, but it's okay. Like, this is supposed to be a doorway. Um, but yeah, I think it worked out. I think it turned out pretty good, and especially like from over here, like this looks amazing. So, I'm pretty happy with it. Let me know what you want to see next time. Have a good one. Peace.